Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. The Camp Nou once again decorated in the colours of Barcelona. This is what greets the players every time. And already we're underway here. Gets away from his opponent. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Barcelona will have a game plan here, Jim. What do you think it might be?
Well, Peter, they play a very attractive brand of possession football as long as they avoid passing for passing's sake and maintain an end product.
Messi! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Arthur decides to play it back.
They do like to defend with a few more men behind the ball now in deeper areas, and it's something they seem to be doing more and more.
Let down by a lack of accuracy. Oh, good interception. Now it's Jay Rodriguez. Jay Rodriguez has a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And it's Griezmann. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Lobs it in gently. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Nelson Semedo. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He's had a go! He's missed, but by that far.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Oh, that is lovely footwork. It's a loose ball. Oh, good ball. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Arthur. And here's Griezmann. Caught offside that time. Lowton. Griezmann. And here's Messi. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And it's Rodriguez. Messi. Tries to get it forward quickly. Messi. Lewis. And the shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Shapes to shoot! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Lowton. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Forward it goes. Wood. Goodmanson. Gets it back. Loose ball. Who's going to get there? Griezmann. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. It's come loose. What an adventurous run from a defender. He's gone for it! Decent enough try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
Lowton. Taylor. Westwood. And here's Rodriguez.
Jay Rodriguez really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
It's the through ball. He gets past his man. Hits one! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Burnley really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Griezmann. And here's Suarez. And Messi!
Well, I suppose it wasn't the worst attempt if you consider how far out he was.
And the half-time whistle goes. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. That gets things going for the second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Arthur. Griezmann. And it's played forward.
Barcelona have been showing a newly found sharpness out there. They've been good playing down the middle of late.
Vidal. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Griezmann hoists it forward. Messi gets on the end of it. Luis Suarez! He scored!
Well, one or two others were maybe a tad slow at restarting this game, then up steps a big character who was simply switched on and bright, and he sparked another advantage for his team at an important stage. It augurs well. I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Barcelona take the lead.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Early ball. Arthur. A move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Good idea, just poorly executed. Peters. Goodmanson. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And it's Vidal. Arthur. Battles to win it back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Arthur. Vidal. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. He's in! Here it is now, surely! Taylor. Hit long and direct. Piqué positions himself well and cuts it out. And it's Griezmann. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Could be a chance here. Real chance! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Barcelona get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. And here's Messi. Vidal. Messi. He's had a shot! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Barcelona take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause...
Has a goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
I think the little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there.
Peters. Lowton. Goodmanson. Taylor. The message is clear. None shall pass. And it's Vidal. Goodmanson. Messi. Luis Suarez. Has a pop! Taylor. And there goes the final whistle. Burnley thoroughly outclassed here and came up against opponents who were better in all areas. No argument. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Burnley, we're always up against it, Peter, and again we...
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why would they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches, Wijnaldum with the foul. Liverpool are a team you've seen play, Jim. What can you tell us?
Their ability to shift the ball about with a minimum of touches is a scary prospect for defences who often try to stop it with greater numbers.
Wilson. Great challenge, time to perfection. Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum. Robertson crosses into the area.
They do like to defend with a few more men behind the ball now in deeper areas, and it's something they seem to be doing more and more.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Well read, he sorted that out.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Smith. Billing. Very little to choose between them, but very early days. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And help's available out wide. Mane has it in a wide position, so what next? Towering header! Fraser. Smith. Bournemouth yet to have a shot on target. Wijnaldum gets it back, and here's the chance to counter. And he's there to cut it out. Fraser. Fraser goes looking. Good ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Cook. And it's Fraser. Oh, great ball! Wilson gets flagged offside. Wilson. He's through. He seems to be in a good position. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Mepham. Forward it goes. That's it with the clearance. Oxlade-Chamberlain plays it forward. Mane. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Hoists it forward. Done very well to intervene. And here's Roberto Firmino. Cook. And it's played forward. He's played him through. It is a corner, good chance. Bournemouth with another corner. Bournemouth given another corner. Can get a big chance!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
And it's Salah. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Back into the middle. Now can he finish? Out of play for a goal kick. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Smith drives it forward. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Going through. Plays it out to the flank. And here's Roberto Firmino. And here's Mane. Mane! Marvellous goal!
Well, let me assure you that scoring just before half-time is always a...
And the half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence, and not rush into mistakes.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Bournemouth need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
He'll have a go. Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Defending, but that'll do. Shapes to shoot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
Cook. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clean...
And Bonney! Back of the net! And with that goal comes comfort. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Liverpool take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way, and that losing feeling the other.
He's picked him out. Van Dijk cuts it out. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Lerma. And once more they can't get through. Hoists it forward. Mepham. Oh, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Fraser. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Mepham does well to read it and intercepts. Ball through needs to be good here. And it's played forward. Wijnaldum. And it's Mane. And here's Mohamed Salah. Billing. Liverpool have it back and they can go again. Surely. Fraser. And it's Smith. That's a decent ball. Fraser. Whipped in.
Well, decisiveness has deserted them, Peter. They need precision, and it's sadly absent.
Firmino. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's Wilson. Decent looking ball. Wilson! Matip goes looking. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Firmino, who does have an assist to his name. Cook. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Cook. Mepham. Cook. Oh, good interception. He slid it through. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, it's ended in defeat and frustration. They just didn't get the breaks. No reward for a very genuine effort. It is a hard one to take, this. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, class really did tell on this occasion, Peter. There was a vacuum between the teams and one got hoovered up.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank you. Well, a warm welcome one and all on what has been an horrendous, wet evening. Thankfully, this rain has been deemed to be within reasonable limits, and after an inspection and all the regular formalities, the teams were handed in on time, and the all-important go-ahead was given. Bit of disruption, of course, for those travelling in the direction of the ground. The crowds have taken a little longer than usual to get in and to settle down, but thankfully that is behind us, and we are on track. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
It has to be Aaron Ramsey. And we shouldn't forget the dreadful leg break he suffered, but he's rebuilt his career to a very high level again, and besides all his midfield quality...
Douglas Costa! Was a matter of inches.
Douglas Costa nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
He's got through. Face to face with the keeper. Going for goal! It's in! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Norwich have an early lead. Good start. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Cristiano Ronaldo might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Norwich are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Look at the defender bombing forward. It's a brilliant interception. Ramsey tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Dybala.
Well, it's something I've noticed more of. They're defending much deeper.
Ramsey, and now the breakaway, cut out in the nick of time. Has a hit! They've done it! Juventus are level. Paul reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Oh, that's great awareness. Full marks to him, as he was just that bit quicker than everyone else on the follow-up.
That has... he's had a go! Oh, the ball's come... It's come back out! Goal! Juventus! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Paul did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Out to the left it goes. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Plays it out to the wing. A real chance to break. Crosses, hits it first time! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rabiot drives it forward. That's a good ball to find him. Cristiano Ronaldo! And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. That could spell trouble. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Douglas Costa. Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot at goal! Goal! Juventus! And they're back in front. That was a given. It always was.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Szczesny gets it upfield. And here's Dybala. And the through ball is intercepted. Duda hoists it forward. And the first half is done.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Already up and running for the second half.
Norwich need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Back to the keeper and go again. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well read, he sorted that out.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Fires it in low. Well intercepted, really well tuned in. Norwich have it back and they can go again. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Oh, great ball!
Norwich are definitely going about this the right way.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
And it's Douglas Costa. Dybala. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Duda. It has got through to him. It tries a shot! Oh, taken with style. They've done it again. It is incredible. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
He snaffles his third, and he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Off the post! Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's managed to get himself offside. Duda. Nicely measured pass. It's a goal kick. sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Just brushed off the ball there. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's in! Dybala. And he's there to cut it out. He could do... He's had a shot! Goal! Juventus! And they've got their lead back.
Oh, it's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Juventus go into the lead.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows. So concentration is key from here.
He's in! Has a hit! And that would have won it.
Higuain really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Byram.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Quadrado.
Juventus can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Goes for goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
And that is not the first time, Peter, the keeper has been left exposed by this defence. It needs a quick fix.
Over to the left. Decent ball. Meets it first time! No, not this time.
Juventus can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Gets up to head it! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! Just so calm under pressure.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
So here comes a substitution. So we have a double substitution going on here. So all square with almost no time remaining. And he's cut it out. 90 minutes up, we're into stoppage time. And here's Dybala. And that will be the final act. What a game, wonderful stuff, and the right result. Neither side really deserved to lose. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, that was an exercise in teamwork, cohesion and doggedness, Peter. A refusal to accept defeat.
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I would say one of the most energetic midfielders you'll find in Jordan Henderson. He's added to all that running power with slicker passing and some very impressive finishing, and he's a proper leader now too.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Well positioned to make that interception. Liverpool are a team you've seen play, Jim. What can you tell us?
Well, Peter, they play a very attractive brand of possession football as long as they avoid passing for passing's sake and maintain an end product intent.
And he's there to cut it out. Hits one! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping. They do like to defend with a few more men behind the ball now in deeper areas, and it's something they seem to be doing more and more.
And here's Roberto Firmino. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. First quarter of an hour gone. Norwich yet to have a shot on target. That's not going to make it. Jordan Henderson.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Gomez. Wijnaldum. Oh, what a ball! Has a pop! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it was just some wayward passing that let the opposition in then, and I have to say, a very lucky escape. You lose it there.
Up to meet it! Fabinho gets it back. Duda. Chance to break. Fabinho tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Yet another dead ball chance. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Byram. Drilled in low. And through to the goalkeeper. Wijnaldum. And it's Mane.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Gets the better of his man. Alisson has that under control. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Mane. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Liverpool clearly aren't looking comfortable on the ball at the moment. Predictability has just crept into their play.
Firmino. Mohamed Salah has been caught there, it's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. This is a great chance to take a lead. Mohamed Salah!
Not the worst effort, Peter. It just needed a bit more fine-tuning.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. To review the first half.
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? There's a long ball. Fabinho. And it's played forward. Mane. Cleared without complication. Liverpool have it back and they can go again. And it's Gomez. Jordan Henderson. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. He's got away. Real chance! He scores! The second half sparked straight into life. What do you think now about that goal?
Well, his most important job there was to keep the shot down, and he did that without any problems. That's good concentration, you know.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of it.
Mane! Wijnaldum. Fabinho.
Liverpool have been showing their creativity through the middle, something I've noticed a lot more of in the last, say, dozen games or so.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. And the finish! Matic is there to heave it away. Mohamed Salah brings it forward. Mohamed Salah proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Now the counter. Here it comes. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah is steaming forward.
Liverpool are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Fabinho plays it out to the flank, hoists it forward. Fabinho. Liverpool really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high octane and high pressure, high fitness. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mane gets flagged offside. Byram. He's gone for it! It's in! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Norwich get themselves a 2-goal cushion. Keita. It's got through, and this could fall anywhere. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Liverpool desperately need someone to hold up the ball here. Gomez has come steaming up from the back for this. He's had a shot! Dinks one in. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Keita. Over to the left, and the counter is on. Going through. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Has a hit! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, I have to admit, Peter, that I had this mark.